Back in the day, I remember downloading, painfully over dial-up, a pixelated copy of the Beast Wars Neo intro sequence, and being blown away by the look of the show, particularly the leader of the Maximals, the aptly named Big Convoy. I bought this toy over 2 decades ago now. He survived the Great Collection Purge of 2010, and I hadn't really thought about him much, as he's been in storage for quite some time. Really, my memories of the figure were, he looked cool, but was hard to transform. And that's not completely inaccurate. But recently, with the pending arrival of a new Commander-class Magmatron, I thought it would be a good idea to bring this guy back out to really take a look at him with fresh, all but aging eyes. Big Convoy in robot mode is just as I remember him, a beautifully sculpted, intimidating commander that lives up to his name. From head to toe, he does what you want from a convoy character, keeping elements of the familiar but twisting it with new ideas to make it feel fresh and creative. The prehistoric nature of his alt mode is beautifully integrated into the design of the robot mode. Yes, he's covered in mammoth kibble, but I'm referring to the robot parts. They embrace the feel of the alt mode rather than fight it. The result is a convoy that feels like he belongs to a more feral era of Cybertron. He looks powerful, he looks intense, he looks big. I especially love the head sculpt on this figure. Like Optimus Primal, Lio Convoy, Fire Convoy, this guy too takes the familiar Optimus head design and twists it in a way that lets you know his lineage. But again, he makes it his own. It's wonderful with the side antenna looking like horns attached to that fantastic blue helm, and he sports the always welcome mouthplate to complete that Optimus look that we all know and love. The shiny gold eyes on this figure just pop too. The toy is packed with features. As his name suggests, he's well armed and ready for a fight, with hidden tonfas in his arms, spring-loaded anchor missiles in his legs, and of course, the big cannon. On the one hand, this is a floppy, kibbly mess of alt mode parts, but I have to admit, when he's holding it, it looks appropriately intimidating. Another great feature is the removable matrix in his chest. To my knowledge, this is the first convoy to have a removable matrix. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sure someone will tell me, and I will happily be corrected with just a touch of sarcasm back.
If you like the content of this channel, perhaps you would consider becoming a member to support us. Seriously, why are you asking? If you want their resources, just take them!
That's not how it works. Please just read the cue card.
Fine. Become a channel member today and... No! I am not saying that!
Scourge, you promised.
Become a channel member today, and you will make me the happiest bot on Earth.
That was great. Thanks, man.
I'm going to destroy you in your sleep.
Transforming Big Convoy is an adventure. He's not the most intuitive to convert. The main problem is the mammoth bits tend to get in the way a lot. But it's doable, and the result is... well, it's a paperweight. But it's a very cool-looking paperweight. Really, due to the nature of his alt mode, there would have to be too many compromises to be able to pose much, so I'm okay with it. Where they could get some life in him, however, they did. His ears flap, and his tusks and trunk can move with an action lever. The fur sculpting is wonderful, and I love the green eyes, even if they aren't very realistic. They add a nice little pop of color to the toy. Big Convoy with a little bit of finesse can create a mammoth tank mode, which is just as ridiculous as it sounds. His head splits and he forms a massive face cannon long before Lockdown was pulling that move in the big screen. Overall, I can't help but love this figure. It's not for everybody, and I would honestly like to see the design come back in Legacy with a more intuitive take on the transformation, but the design and look is still fantastic all these years later. Big Convoy is a prehistoric powerhouse that is sadly overlooked nowadays in the pantheon of primes.
Did you like that video? Please subscribe. What are you doing? You're too polite. I just thought, subscribe or face my fury. Scourge, you're an Autobot. Oh, bite me.